Yeah, it's not like a normal seed. And oh, here we go. Let's see what's in Link's house. And well, that's very nice for the Dark World.
Is this even randomized?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet. But looks like Liam is gonna go to Stumpy first, while Error is gonna go to Village of Outcast, maybe the Skullwoods.
It is a classic north versus south gambit. Error's going north, Liam's going south, and there's a unique item, the big hundo.
Yes, nice 100 rupees.
Oh, and there's a 3 hundo being locked by a cape, as pull is 5 rupees.
Yes, nice finds there, and whoop, looks like you're right about the guess. Go to archery game. And if you've seen these runners do it, I seen this last week, I was like, oh, this is really good.
Line your target up perfectly with the second curtain from the right, standing where Liam is, and you can usually get 2 straight games in with perfect accuracy. Error's farming bombs from Skull Woods. This seems to be a strategy that is evolving for most runners.
Yes, there are 2 guaranteed bombed, 2 bombs in the pots in that specific area of Skullwoods, which is a good farm spot. And to answer a question in chat, because they can't start in Dark Mountain until they bring the old man to back to his home in the Light World, which is funny. That's another change they did. They swapped the caves from Light World to Dark World.
I hate to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt you. That was 9 digs for a mirror, and Error getting blue mail.
I think Liam dug that reflection.
Yes. I would dig that reflection. We get some Dark Mountain access and something to get over to the east side. We might get a T-Rock backwards dip. Those are always fun to see in inverted.
Oh yeah, that's another change there. That you don't necessarily need the medallion to enter T-Rock. You just need Light World access and the mirror.
Oh, Error's checking what I like to call the cave of questionable value. Starts off with a big 20, then blueberries, piece of heart, tray hundo, blueberries. 0 out of 10. That is no hype cave today.
Yes, a very tried cave indeed. And I'm kind of surprised because this is inverted, where you start off in the Dark World and start off the what was once hype cave, and oh, nope, nothing today.
To be fair, non-inverted, you usually had mini Moldworm accessible really early, and it could turn it into your hype cave. So maybe the hype's just translated worlds along with the seed.
That is also true.
Now, one thing I've always wondered from the hints tile perspective, is that 100 on Stumpy being a unique item held by somebody friendly?
I believe that would be considered. I don't know if it would be a unique item, but it will be considered somewhat friendly.
They're also cleaning off that mirror before hopefully putting it to use later on.
Yeah.
Well, Liam's in the bomb farm. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he should probably clean it up because he might wonder why he has a beard on his face.
Yep. Look at Lucius Zero in chat. I believe there is only 100 rupee in the pool. I don't know if it's called a unique item, but I'm fairly sure there's only one in the vanilla game that's usually found in the first chest of Eastern. Those are gloves in the C-shaped house. Yeah, I could talk today.
Yeah, I just double checked the hints list. They don't consider 100 rupees as a unique item. They just consider it as some cash. So in this case, it'd be some cash was held by someone friendly, or let me double check his other names.
Meanwhile, the brewery were the first sword of the day. Map check. 5 and 6 crystals are pod and swamp. Blue pendant in ice. Green pendant in Thieves Town. Your rest are crystals. Now we got some dungeon information. Shoutouts to our tracker Reg, keeping us informed throughout the race. Couldn't do without you.
So with that pendant placement doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing not there's anything that's not required. Most of our items are still required.
Yeah, the first 4 items of Thieves Town are inverted sphere 0, if that is such a thing.
Actually, I'm not sure, to be quite honest. Isn't Sphere 0? I think it means Sphere 1. Sphere 0 is what you start off with.
Oh yeah, that's right. They changed the wording in one of the versions. Keep messes me up.
So it looks like so far the thieves haven't really stolen anything worth yet. Let's just see if Error is gonna keep going to the back end. Provided he didn't get shot down right there, he was planning to.
Could have been a death warp. No, it wasn't. We're gonna see you back after Thieves Town. Blue Mail 3 Heart Thieves Town? Could be worse. Could be green.
And it could be Hammer. The Hammer hitbox is atrocious. Having the Fighter Sword at least is good.
Yeah, because Blind can't see what level sword you're using.
You can still feel it though.
It's sharp and it's pointy. Yeah, all the swords meet that criteria. Oh.
That was a really good Hellway by Error.
No mistakes there, as we're going to see our first hint of the day. Das Boots are in Hookshot Cave! No bunk shot today.
Wow, that was nice. So yeah, so Hookshot super definitely if it wasn't already required for Swamp, it's super definitely required.
I believe there was only also a piece of heart up in the skylight room of Thieves Town, so next progression might be in the basement.
Hopefully not forced into the big chest because they don't have the hammer yet.
Oh, I love seeing the small key in the cell. Then we get to double dip this place.
Right, we control these runners.
Nope, 1-to-1 key logic rules the day. Drat.
Drat! Foiled again. I think he says something else besides drat, but I can't remember what he says.
Drat and double drat. Ooh, a pun from Blind? Archers give gifts tied with a bow.
Quite fitting considering the, well, next holiday in the Canadian year, but second next for the US.
Oh yeah, that's right. Canada does this weird Thanksgiving at a different time thing. But, good fight from Eriror, we get a green pendant. Too bad we can't turn that in right now.
Nope, need light world access for one thing, which means they need the moon pearl, hammer or hook shots, maybe flippers.
Carefully, oh!
Ouch.
Not the greatest actor, definitely fell off the script there. But with a lamp, with gloves, Eriror's climbing a mountain.
Yep, time to save the old man. And maybe see what's at Speck Rock.
So the mountain climbing cave got moved from the light world to the dark world. And also the bumper cave got moved from dark to light, but their entrances are, well, quasi-inverted in a way. It's weird. Laws of physics need not apply here.
Yes, and also the mirror is required for Bumper Cave as well because you have to get through Bumper Cave in the light world.
Also true. So Eriror is just basically in a mountain climb lead getting up to that light world portal. Still sounds so wrong saying that.
Well, Liam didn't go back to face off against Blind. He decided to do this instead because at 3 hearts at the time or 4 hearts at the time, that's not a fun fight.
Nope. What's also not fun? Cabbages.
And to anybody watching Eriror's screen right now, no, he's not turned into regular Link. This is just a bunny sprite for Dark Link.
Dark Link's bunny sprite is a regular Link. Hilarious. And those are Titan's mitts!
That is a nice find, but that hint was kind of bad.
Money in Ganon's tower, you don't say. It's almost impossible to roll a seed that doesn't have that.
Yep. Now, while Titans-Myth is typically good early, this is inverted where Titans-Myth is usually only required just to get to King's Tomb along with the boots, but in this case, they may need it to get a Moon Pearl that could be on the floating island.
I believe with our current setup, we actually could backdoor into T-Rock. I don't know what we'll be able to do inside, but we can get in the door.
I was about to say they can check the hand, but nope, they don't have the medallion or sword to get there.
Yeah, backdoor. Arrows in Super Bunny, blueberries, and an ether medallion.
And speaking of medallions, trying to figure out what Error is doing. I never really heard of doing a Super Bunny in
Spiral?
Paradox Cave.
I don't know
That's
if it
that's
can
a
be done with
possibility.
Paradox. Well, yeah, because Bunny can't lay bombs. That's the one big detriment of Super Bunny Light World. Liam's gonna
Okay.
check out T-Rock. Bombos is required to go in the front door. And the
And just
Mountain Island, just big 20.
yeah, I don't believe they're gonna get that.
Lionels are rude.
When are they ever
Oh,
not rude? Ooh, looks like that. Okay, that sprite looked really weird.
the answer, as I have often said, is always Laser Bridge. Except, of course, the answer isn't Laser Bridge. But as long as that's not the case, the answer is always an out of logic Laser Bridge.
Yes, I was just about to mention that. Technically, this is out of logic because you need to have the mirror shield, the cape or cane of Burna to get through this area.
And I'll tell you, usually it's not Mirror Shield.
Yeah,
Two small keys and garbage.
Yeah, the runners usually skip the shields.
The one thing Error could do is jump up and actually enter T-Rock from the middle perspective and actually get some more.
Yes, he would get the chain chop chest. If he really wanted to, the middle chest and the pipe brew. And that's about it, I believe.
Yeah, it's actually, I think, worth it in this case because there were two small keys on the old Bridge of Lasers. Careful!
And Liam has to be really a lot more careful because he's already taken 2 deaths right now. He can't take any more.
Dead rocks!
As if dead rocks weren't already painful when they were dead. These guys are being annoying alive.
Error with a good use of ether.
Too bad I didn't have the hammer to break it apart a lot easier, but oh well. This'll do.
Can't have it all. Oh! Error made an error.
Yeah, pretty much. Dang, I've never seen that recently, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you gotta be really quick to sneak under that laser eye.
Or just walk backwards like the vanilla game.
So what was this, like a 15-minute into T-Rock dive?
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, error, not again. I think these eyeballs really just want to make these guys into John Cena. They want to see him.
Well, if they had the cape, they could get their wish, but we haven't seen that item yet. Probably the worst thing I've ever seen inside of Turtle Rock was not only the medallion necessary to open the front door inside the dungeon, but Cane of Samaria inside to get via the big chest to actually reach there. So I actually had to do like a 4 entrance and 4 separate entrance at that to this dungeon.
That sounds like a migraine.
And you thought Skull Woods could get complicated.
So would you say that TR big chest blocked you out of a necessary item?
Yes, because it was a crystal dungeon.
So it turns out that Turtle Rock was a bust. They had it was an empty shelf itself. So let's see where they go next.
Yep, that's what you get sometimes for going outside of logic. You try to follow a breadcrumb and all you get is a stale baguette.
Oh, Eriror's just gonna go ahead take the Aiga dive. I actually don't think there's anything else they can do, to be quite honest.
He's off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Ag.
Well, this turned into an agonizing and ant-agonizing seed already.
Yes, it has. Now, since this isn't Key Sanity, we know the 2 chests going up the castle tower. Ganon's tower. Ganon's castle tower. Because, yeah, that makes sense. They're just going to be small keys.
Yeah, that's just gonna be the key to their success in this tower climb. Hopefully with not that much trouble, though with Fighter's Sword, that's not really saying much.
Answering question from Firelight in chat, my answer about the Frozen being stunned, I actually don't know. It's a very good question. Maybe the rest of chat can assist.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm not sure if that's really considered a stun. Well, let's see. Oh, well, once Error takes out these red guards, let's see what the hint for the rarely seen hint for Castle Tower is gonna say. And he just
to be determined. It's probably something like the lamp is in Link's house. The seeds have been notorious for giving information we already have.
Oh, I've seen that, like a clip, like the boots hint was in the room after you find the boots in the Eastern Palace.
Love when things like that happen. Alright, Arrow's about to face down Agus, so get your blue ball guesses in chat, and just because of yesterday, I'm guessing 10.
I still want to see a 15 blue ball Ganon, even though that's near impossible lately.
Well, a 15 blue ball Ganon would be impossible because Ganon doesn't fire blue balls, but a 15 blue ball Aga, definitely.
Yeah, I completely goofed there. Oops.
Alright, if you'll call the fight, I'll keep the count.
Well, there goes my 15 blue ball count, because it's been all regular balls so far. That's 3 regular balls.
And there's our first blue.
Is this still going to be a 2-cycle Ganon? That's the next question.
Could be a 2-cycle Aga.
Ugh, why am I making that mistake? Someone whack me. Maybe not that hard, but please.
Two blue balls. And there it
you
is.
go. And egg is down. Here's our light world access.
So
Let's errors. Probably
shout
gonna check
outs
the
to Leroy Paxton and Pafuzzy in chat who guessed both 2 blue balls. You win absolutely nothing. A lifetime supply of nothing.
You can at least give them a lifetime supply of rando seeds.
Now, if they guessed correctly and it was 5th seed, I'd give them a lifetime supply of Plando seeds.
Oh, you're a mean one.
What can I say? I'm a Grinch this time of year.
Okay, this...
Something sharp and a unique item in the Big Bomb location of Pyramid.
So we have a vanilla sword upgrade in Pyramid, and Error is just finding out, oh wait, I'm still in a bunny sprite. I can't open these chests.
Bunnies cannot open chests. Bunnies can talk to people, but bunnies cannot open chests.
He can do the high, well, CAC well, because that's a drop down.
It's a drop, you're Super Bunny, and that's a Quake, Big 20, Fetch Quest Mushroom, and 10 arrows. Do you want to do a Fetch Quest? We already did the T-Rock dive.
Ooh, we got a clam vendor today because he had the moon pearl.
Ooh! Bottle vendor saving the day. Nice!
So it definitely was, at the very least, an Aga required dive, though.
Yep. We have an Aga seed. We also have a pendant inside of Tower of Hera. That means Eastern Desert are both rare crystals. We have full dungeon information.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Couldn't they have gone to Light World via?
That's a boat. Wad Silvers?
You know, I've
You kidding me?
I wanted the bow and silvers in the same room, same chest area, and I think I got my wish because I've never seen that before.
Come to think of it, I've never seen that either. But yeah, we are very well equipped now. And with the Bean bottle from the back of the well, we'll also get Sick Kid checked out.
Yes, that would be very convenient routing. Let's see if Liam does the same thing as Error, and... Oh, he might be going to Pyramid. No, he isn't. Never mind.
Nope.
I actually was kind of wondering why Error didn't check the Pyramid item since he has Mirror, but this works as well. And it worked out in their favor, actually.
Well, with the bow and a required Eastern, we don't have Hammer yet, but I presume if we find Hammer pretty soon, he'll just walk through the castle area, check Pyramid on the way, and probably do a Pod Eastern combo and just knock those two out, since they are both crystals. As Liam buys a Moon Pearl.
Well, I guess the vendor had a use for his bottles if he's gonna store some clams. Looks like Error is gonna start up the Smith chain, getting good old Jeremiah.
Error's basically just half a village check ahead, basically.
And Thieves Town.
And a Thieves Town boss, true.
So we had Heartsmiths today. Let's see where Error's gonna take the purple chest with him. That makes a lot of sense actually. Now just walk down south to South Shore.
Yep, it's okay to take this walk. We don't have boots yet, because we know where those boots are. They're locked behind a hook shot.
As well, we don't have flutes, so they're not gonna fly down.
Race game just has the biggest of 20s. Gonna bypass that. Little terraforming over by Cave 45.
Yeah, nobody likes Fisher Price products anymore. And to answer your question in chat by Zelda, the reason why Liam didn't turn back into Link after getting Pearl is just because you need to transition in one of two ways, either by screen transition or getting hit by an enemy, and that's when you turn back to normal Link.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba, ba, ba. We got the cape.
So now that garbage of a laser bridge is in logic.
Oh, it took quite the fair bit of walking just to get it.
Error is checking a location that requires a bomb.
Just another big 20. What else is new?
Then I'll check checkerboard. Another big 20 is over in the library.
You know, they're supposed to pay the librarian directly. They're not supposed to leave it on top of the shelves for the librarian to try and get.
I think the librarian was just securing an overdue book fee.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, let's see what Meyershed has. I got love, which they need, and 3 bombs. And Myers Vanilla Ether. So Liam is gonna find out there's the cape in the purple chest. Meanwhile, Eriror is gonna go to Eastern. He's gonna go to Sahas, get whatever's in the closets, get the green pendant item, as well as go beat Eastern. So let's see what Sahasrarla has for today. And it's just the We got $20 fee for getting him the green pendant. Another $20 in the back. Oh, half magic. That's really nice. Plus another 50 rupees. So not bad for Sahas. Time to go on to Easter and see what happens there. Uh, Meanwhile, Liam gets his 20 from Agina. Also, my apologies for my phone. I swore I put that on mute. I think that's like the second straight the commentary see that's happened to me.
What was that? Sorry, I had work unfortunately give me a call. How rude.
Well, that's kind of ironic. While I was calming, my home phone went off, so now chat's giving me hell for it. Were you calling? Were you the one that was calling me, JTN?
No, unfortunately, I had work calling me, and I'm not even supposed to be there today.
I didn't realize you worked at a Hylian call center. Also, sorry, I dropped my other phone right now.
Yeah, this commentary duo, you could say, is just phoning it in today.
Yeah, basically.
And speaking of, since we're on the topic, where are you calling the next progression? I think it's going to be turning in that mushroom.
Mushroom to Cana Samaria, which forces him to not be able to do fake powder.
Error is not getting a lot from Eastern so far, as Liam is opting for a castle escape sequence. Interesting ploy. Map and a compass in the western wing of Swamp Palace.
So we got a bit of a god swamp today. Provide the big keys pretty early, so they'll have to go backtrack.
Water toes!
What are toes? They are digits on your lower limb hands.
Yeah. Bad jokes aside, Liam now is flipper has the flippers. So, speaking of that Swamp Palace hint, just need that hook shot.
Yeah, get it, hook, line, and sinker. We got a vanilla big key in Eastern. Let's see what the big chest is. And then shoot a few Armos in their eyes. Wait, they don't show their eyes in this
If
game.
this is the hammer, okay. And now Liam is heading over towards Eastern as Error is finishing it up.
Yeah, unfortunately for Liam, he won't be getting that big 20 from Sahas directly. But he probably won't be too angry about that.
It's only a big 20. Both these runners can afford Kiki and Zora right now. But still, having a half magic from the back of Saha's attic is not anything to sneeze at.
Unless you were overdoing the powder and you've accidentally sneezed. Oh, time for a very quick Armos fight. Silver arrows on Armos. Bye-bye in less than 5 seconds.
And there is a crystal for Error.
The first crystal at 39 minutes, 39 seconds in.
So a little high five at the door of Eastern. Oh, Error's gonna try to cheat his way in a pod. No, you don't want to leave the portal there. The monkey is going to consider you a cheater.
Oh, this is gonna be a very big error on the right side runner's fault part. Or you could just
Unless you
carry a
carry a
bomb.
bomb.
So Error had enough sense to realize, oh, I have to carry a bomb to walk across to make the portal not to cheat the game and make the portal not usable.
Small key and shooter room, that is one of 6 we're going to see in this dungeon. And interesting that Error's going to open up the front door.
Nope, he went right side. He's gonna decide to go to both sides instead. Wrong game for that hint.
Dodongo dislikes smoke. Well, it's true. It's a helpful hint, just not for this game.
That is true. Though me personally, I never really could get the bomb drop properly. I usually just fed them 2 bombs to kill them.
Yeah, it's probably the better strategy for this scrub as well. Bombs, please.
That's a really weird hitbox. Oh, nice fairy in the bottle. Nice little safety.
Little bit of safety there. 2 bottles down, 2 more outstanding. As Liam picks up that vanilla big key. Meanwhile, Error here is about to clean out the front half of the Mullet Mansion. And we always call it that because business in the front, party in the back.
Due to all the keys that are in the front and all the items being in the back. I actually have way too many names for this dungeon. Most of them pretty punny, and I don't know if chat really wants to hear me say them.
Nah, I think we've tortured them enough.
You mean we've punished them too much?
Yes, we have. A vanilla compass from Pod as Liam takes down the Armos very nicely.
Aside from Bottle, nothing much so far from Pod. Let's see what the Dark Mace and the Big Chest have for us.
First the harmless Hellway. Toot toot, it's a flute! Convenient. Not required, but convenient.
Yes, it's very helpful to traverse around, but there is nothing that's hard locked by the flute in inverted mode. Not even Mire anymore. Unless you couldn't find the mirror, but we do have the mirror, so that's a different matter.
Big key in the top left corner of the dark maze. Big chest incoming. Pod's becoming the Palace of Love.
And unfortunately, no hammer yet, so Error can't take down Hamelsaur, who does have an item left, as I recall, since we did see the map and compass already.
Yep, so all the dungeon items, including those small keys, there will be something else on the masked boss today.
So now Error is going to take his uncle check. Wonder if he's going to go fully into escape. Liam didn't do the escape as I recall.
Error's got to go a little bit further up into the next alcove to warp to the Dark World and check the Pyramid Ledge.
Conveniently right on the item that he right there. Now he's going to jump down to the uncle area and get his items there.
Yep, seeing this area already on Liam's side, curious to see if Error will go into the castle proper instead of Liam, who turned around and went over here to Eastern. Not many difficulties outside that early blind so far for honors. You could say things are going rather swimmingly right now.
Yeah, they weren't, well, I was gonna say they weren't really blindsided by anything, but Liam unfortunately took a few deaths to blind. Let's see what's in this first chest and escape. It's just a pizza fart.
Next chest for Error will be the Bloomerang chest.
Boomerang chest has another pizza fart. Okay, that's 2.
So our runners are slowly piecing the logic of this seed together.
Okay, chat, what are you guys talking about? I did say piece of heart, not whatever you guys are thinking.
I don't know. I think chat might have something there.
So Liam finally got his Tutti Frutti. Gonna find his disappointment in Dark Maze before warping out. Wow, Error is gonna check the back the back of Escape.
Okay, normally I don't do this, but I have to ask. Tutti Frutti, did you just set that up with the fart comment? Was that on purpose? I need to know.
No, not at all.
Dark Cross just says blueberries today, so gonna come in the opposite side, I believe, next.
Doesn't it take a little bit longer to go from Light World Sanctuary than to go through?
Oh, right. Inverted. Sorry, I was thinking proper.
Maybe they didn't get the key, because I don't remember seeing the small key. That probably is the reason why.
Yeah, the key did not come up. That's why they had to abort at the Dark Cross, because it wasn't vanilla. Now this, from Error's side, is a little risque. But it's a nice item anyway.
Yeah, very nice. Nice and cool. Actually, I'm wondering if he's gonna check the swamp hits as well while he's doing this dam check. And looks like I was right.
Thanks, game.
That would only be a little bit more trolly if that next room was only possible by going through an invisible wall.
Interesting diversion here. Error dips the dungeon. Liam's going to my personal hype cave mini moldworm. 5 items in here.
To be fair, Error is gonna go there anyway, and this is just one chest. He knows he needs the hammer first. If the hammer is at Mini Moldorm or Ice Rod Cave, that's a different matter.
Totally different matter.
And while Liam was tired of getting trolled, he decides to give those troll dorms the shock of their life.
And I rate that cave swag out of 10.
So we have Ice Rod Cave, then...
Whoa! Careful, Liam.
Yeah, gotta watch out. Even the Light World enemies are still painful.
Especially those crabs.
I wonder if both runners are gonna check that rarely seen hint tile in Dark Shopping Mall.
Liam just switched to a mirror. What do you think?
I think he reflected upon it very quickly. Okay, Liam remembered that he only had one heart. He uses the cape and... Yeah, I think we got that item ready, game.
It would have been nice if we saw that hint earlier.
Yeah, considering that, well, they used that item to get to that hint. Yeesh. Now, time to see what's at the Lake Hylia item, the Hobo, and Zora, as well as a little mirror trip to Catfish.
Also, the waterfall.
Yeah, maybe toss in the bottle, see what they get there as well. And Z Hobo has just another pizza fart.
The seed is becoming quite healthy.
Yeah, it's becoming a very lovely seed.
10 vampire skewers on the Lake Island. We're not picking those up today.
Yeah, getting that item is kind of pointless.
And I couldn't wish for a better outcome there. Hammer and literacy.
Well, I guess that book turned into a renovation guide if the hammer's right beside it.
Big 20 on Zora Ledge. Not going to get that today. Meanwhile, Error's going to take care of Catfish first.
Yeah, Liam completely forgot about it, and now he would have to walk back out of Zora's lair just to get, or maybe not get, those 10 arrows.
Bottle number 3 with a free blue goo. Thanks, you only cost us effectively $340 this time. Rip off.
What, did he buy up all all that blue goo, just so he can sell it at a markup?
I mean, Hyrule apparently has a call center. Of course it's capitalistic.
Maybe it's
And-
a con.
Oh, TLDR, FFS, thank you for the 100 biddies. See, Hyrule is capitalistic.
Are you sure it's 100 biddies or 100 rupees?
No, we saw that earlier.
Oh, right. Let's see what Liam is doing. He might be going to the witch right now. Yeah, that looks like that's his route. Eriror. I wonder where he's going right now.
Going somewhere else. Oh! Error's heading north and west. You know what's north and west? Now we have a book.
The pedestal. Though I see he needs to discuss the weather with a vain person or vain animal.
Which will buy that mushroom for $1. Instead, Error's going above the pose. For just blueberries.
That graveyard item blew 3 times over.
And back to escape he goes. Meanwhile, Liam's gonna open some pod bay doors, looks like.
So let's see what's back escape, the map, the fire rod, and the small key. So there's something at Dark Cross, I believe.
No, that
Oh, right,
is redundant because they got stuck at Dark Cross earlier.
Right, I forgot. That kinda blew my mind somewhere.
Blue, you read my mind. There was a fire rod in there.
Well, that item blew my mind in the sanctuary.
Oh, Error's turning north. Lumberjack check incoming. Liam decided, I'm just gonna hammer my way at the Mask of Helmasaur King, looks like.
Yeah, that's right. They do have the hammer now, so they can go kill Helma, see what he's holding. And all we're really needing right now is Hookshot and the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, we don't need the boots to get the lumberjack item because it's just a big old 20.
This is the most common item in the game. You don't expect people to get that.
Mushroom location, another big old 20.
And the Thieves' Hut here is...
As a hook shot.
Well, we're one item from go mode. Let's see how much of a troll it is. Wait, Error's about to save and quit. I wonder if he's going to change his mind. Probably check, maybe check pedestal, maybe activate that flute.
Or maybe dip some Skull Woods, since it is a crystal.
Or rather, finish Skullwoods. Though I'm surprised he didn't do that from the pedestal entrance location. I mean, mirror out from light world to dark.
Yeah, that would make some sense, though there might be a rhyme or reason to this, as Liam begins the Helmasaur fight.
So you just need
Like-
about 14 hammer swipes, and then probably switch to the silver arrows and just take it down with one shot to the jewel.
Yep, that's exactly what Liam did. Now, if you want to play it a little more cautiously, you could throw bombs at the mask, but your bomb timing is highly questionable at times.
And we just ripped the Helma's heart out of its chest, so that's kind of mean.
So 1 hour elapsed. Sabus in chat pointing out, true, we still only have a fighter sword?
Yeah, it's a 2-item go mode in actuality. Now that we realize that, so we need one more sword upgrade, which we know one is at a vanilla location in the big in the Pyramid Fairy. But where are the other two?
Error burning down that moth nicely. For the big key, go figure. That's why the warp was where it was. Gonna have to go back and get that big chest.
I guess he was counting his keys and just making sure in that regards. So let's see what the bottom of the back of Skull Woods has for us. While Liam is where is he? Oh, he's
Heading to
going
Tower of Hera?
It is a quick
Oh. Spiral Cave.
Oh, right, he didn't go to the Resident Sleeper Cave. I don't think Eriror did that either, to be quite honest.
I think it was garbage.
Oh yes, just to repeat from chat, the Pyramid Fairy, we know about the Pyramid Fairy items because of a hint that said something sharp and a unique item are in the Pyramid Fairy. That unique item could be the Cane of Samaria, actually.
It could also be a cane of Burna. Could even be a shovel.
Or a shovel to the powder to some other weird fetch quest to Cane of Samaria. And looks like Error's gonna skip the pet check for now.
Meanwhile, Liam's gonna check Paradox. We also received a hint earlier that there is a boot or two in Hookshot Cave. Got Tree Hundo and Fisher Price shield. And a little bit more health.
I guess you could say it was lovely to see those heart pieces.
Safety is starting to become a guarantee in this seed. There will also be climbing a mountain. And here's some you usually don't see in an overworld check, Mimic Cave.
Yep, now that they had the hammer, they can finally check Mimic Cave. Let's see what's in there, and it's just a bloopy.
Blue rupee there, just a big fiver. Good to see the runners thinking somewhat similarly. Lionel's also being quite rude. However, Error does have that hook shot.
Yeah, he's gonna be thinking to go fast right now.
Gotta go fast. This is a race. And what, pray tell, were those that we already knew about?
Yeah, what are those doing there?
Those are 10 arrows sitting on Ether Tablet. That's what they are. Oh, sorry, wrong side. Those are the boots. We can now run fast.
Now we can be Sonic. Well, Sonic without the bonking.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have some bonks. Thanks, game!
These hints have been 10 out of 10 for... Well, actually no, not quite 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for uselessness.
The hints are definitely being late to the party today. Hopefully Liam will not be seeing the penalty key going up Tower of Hera, a pendant dungeon.
Unless he's dependent on that key.
And a shield requires the hammer. Is that a hammer peg hint?
That's a multiple hints. That could be in Swamp Palace, that could be in GT. Oh, we got our second sword, and we don't need to do a tower room check for Hera, so no coffee break for these guys.
Yeah, we're missing a dungeon item, which means either it's gonna be on Trolldorm, or it'll be the small key up there with the dungeon item in the basement.
I get the thing, the small key, but you know what? It doesn't really matter in this case. Ooh, Liam almost fell in the middle hole of the arena. That would have been...
Yeah, Liam almost fell into the penalty box. But a couple of S-sword spins takes him down nicely.
And there is Liam's second pendant of the match. While the Error is gonna check out Desert. Since he has the boots, he's not gonna worry about it being boots locked for the keys.
Wait, second pendant. Has Liam gone back and taken care of blind?
Oh right, he didn't do blind. Oops, I forgot about that.
It's alright, won't hold it against you. This is why we have an awesome tracker around. Meanwhile, Error is starting off Desert Palace with a vanilla map. A vanilla small key. Some cash requires a green pendant. Thanks, game.
Funny game, very funny. Can you actually give us another useful hint? I mean, that hint wasn't worth the 20 bucks that we got it for.
So the compass chest had a big key. The big key chest had a sang card.
Well, that's a convenient refill. He was kind of low on health.
So we're just waiting for a compass and one more item out of Desert. We'll see if the item is in the big chest. Or is it the compass? That's a compass.
Good old nacho plate. That's just not what you're looking for.
So Error is going to play a little catch up here while Liam finishes the castle escape sequence. I don't know if it's really catch up because the runners are fairly close except for that whole hook shot boot combo.
Yeah, despite the early deaths, Liam hasn't really been lagging that far behind. I mean, about to get his fire rod once he gets to the back escape, which because the key's in the back escape, he can't go through Dark Cross.
Yep, gonna have to go up and around.
Liam does have that sword upgrade edge though, so we'll see if Error will bother to go to Hera.
No errors made on that Landmo 1 execution, getting 10 arrows and a crystal.
And looks like Error is gonna go check Meyer right now. Maybe it'll be
Vanilla Ether to open it up.
to Vanilla Cane, maybe?
I'm slightly disappointed there was no bird toss.
Well, he took it from the north, so you couldn't really expect that.
So, in pure speculation, that Canis Samaria could be in vanilla.
Yep, could be Vanilla. Could be in Swamp. Maybe in Ice if they really want to be trolly. And the pedestal is still wide open for that as well.
Pedestal hype.
Of course, it could also be the powder at the pedestal, and that's required to get the shovel from Magic Bat, which leads the shovel to the cane. Wait, didn't we just have that in a seed a little while ago? Well, maybe not the pedestal part.
Yeah, fetch quest change are always amusing. So we're in the fire locked side of Meyer. There's two chests locked by fire. This one normally the compass chest has a map instead. And the glorious cutscene, which is not going to be seen right now, as Liam picks up the hook shot. The hook from the crook.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Liam's wishing that he checked that area first before going up to Death Mountain.
Oh, come on, Liam. Just go check the ped.
Yeah, just go right up to pedestal and mirror there. Then you can check ped and beat the Skull Woods at the same time.
Compass in the big chest of Meyer, so we're still looking for some goodies here. And another small key. Jeez.
Yes, Myers, the one place where the keys are completely useless. Wait, did Ari ever just not check the cutscene chest?
Nope. Oh, the gamble.
That doesn't sound like a good idea, especially there is that other hint tile that he could check.
Meanwhile, Liam is on the way to face down a moth. As Eriror's going to open some pod bay doors.
So while we retread old ground, please give a follow to our runners. They have been gracious enough to play this race in front of you guys and for your entertainment. So please give the runners a follow.
While you're at it, also feel free to throw those follows to the rest of my team here. Reg over on the tracker, and of course, Stereo X couldn't have done this without you two guys.
Well, don't follow me because I don't run any games or streams. So yeah.
You don't? Oh no!
Yeah, because I don't want to stream crybaby tears at losing too much. So yeah. So I guess you're gonna get all the follows, JTN.
Okay, everybody will watch this scrub who try to complete crazy seeds. There's a reason why I don't run these tournaments.
But you'll join the entrance random tournament if there's another one, Kappa.
Yeah, I'll be on this side of things, thank you very much. Eriror's hammering away at some turtles, about to face down Helmasaur. Liam backtracking probably to get his warp back to Lightworld.
And hopefully not completely ignore pedestal.
Oh,
The
big chest goes the big key.
right, there is that.
Oh, the bomb jumps. Speaking of bomb jumps and other things, do our runners have both 5-6 crystals?
Yes, they do. They both do. They got the opposite one that they didn't have originally. And it looks like Error is gonna. Nope, he's not going. Oh, he didn't flute the fort. Never mind. So it looks like that's where he's going. Let's see if Liam activate. Yep, Liam's gonna activate his flute and probably gonna do the same thing.
And both geese will be released.
Okay, where did Error Oh, Error probably forgot to check the mushroom.
The cheap $1 valued button mushroom today.
You never know. Maybe they were like that one Toad in Super Mario RPG, and then like the mushroom that you gave him.
To be fair with Toad, it might have been a relative. That might be why he only got $1.
Yeah, that actually sounds very dark now that you mentioned that.
Well, we may not have gotten a ped check. We're going to get a Bombos tablet check from Error's side. Ether was just a big 10-pack arrows and a little bit of love from that one.
No love from the runners, though.
To be fair, both of our runners are about to actually be running. Liam's about to pick up Das Boots.
Well, Eri takes a little dip in swamp. Oh, a little dip that won't require west side.
Very true. There's been a hint that is disclaimed that the west side of Swamp is complete and utter garbage. And we were a bit mistaken on the 5-6 crystals earlier. The other 5-6 is here in Swamp. So straight from Swamp to the Pyramid Ferry for a unique item and a sword upgrade.
And just to remind chat, it was only Liam that got that hint about the sword upgrade and unique item. Eriror ignored the hint tile, or forgot the hint tile and castle tower.
And skipping that hint in Aga Tower might prove agonizing if that location gets skipped.
No, based on the location though, it wouldn't surprise me if Error decides to check it after beating Argus.
So Liam beginning the dip of a heavily vanilla-flavored desert. Error's about to get the compass chest of Swamp. Piece of heart. 16 hearts. Jeez. Healthy seed.
Well, that's more than enough to get the magical sword now. Oh wait, wrong game. Never mind.
Hey, I don't know if you knew this, but Dodongo dislikes smoke.
Also, Pole's voice hates sound.
Drain chests, bloomerang, and a big key. So the question, do you backtrack? Error says no.
Well, I think he should have backtracked because the time taken to go back through this just to get the big key, the big chest, excuse me, would be a little bit more than backtracking.
Yeah, especially if you know you're not going to have to come back for left side. Now, if you gambled skipping the left side of Swamp, then perhaps you could also do that big chest skip, because then you route them both when you come back later. But, well, at least it's not going to be a menu boss. Oh no, we are going to see a menu boss.
Yeah, he was trying to do the spin slashes, but it didn't really work out in this case. So hammer time.
Pull 2, hammer time. Pull 2, hammer time.
Pull 0, no hammer time. Or rather, they stopped the hammer time.
Yeah. Well, hybrid strategies, some spins, some hammer. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're close enough, you can hit them with the spin slash before the main Argus decides to retrieve its babies.
Silver Arrows finishing up the last phase Argus just fine. They also are quite effective against Landmo 1.
If he had the proper crossbow training.
Crossbow training, however, a different Zelda game.
Then again, they're using a standard bow, not a crossbow. What am I talking about?
Exactly. Oh, our right side runner realizing the error in judgment, going back for that big chest.
I guess with boots it isn't so bad since you don't have to refill the water, uh, the empty areas, the empty river areas. You can just run.
Yes! Kane O'Brien.
That's gotta be lame. We got the lame cane, people.
Don't need to call Fancy Ryu just yet. That was the wrong colored cane. Might want to call Sakura, though. She's got a great emote for that item.
I said that's gotta be lame, not cane.
Though, picking up that cane has me wondering. Spike Cave?
Well, they've had the cave for a while, so they could have gone to Spike Cave last 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been accessible for quite some time, but it's now coming to mind.
So we know that the sword upgrade's in here. Let's see what the other item is. That's the main thing. Once
What? Pyramid. What you doing?
I've never seen this before.
Bombos! We can now do T-Rock properly. Oh, wait, we're missing that cane still! Haha!
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if they is okay. No, error's still not going to pedestal. Oh man. However, hammer pegs is a good idea.
Trey Hundo, though, is not the value we need right now.
Yeah, that. Well, it wasn't really that much of a costly mistake. Let's see where he goes after this.
Though, didn't we get a hint about something being blocked by a hammer earlier? I think I mentioned it being hammer pegs, but there are other locations that meet that criteria.
Yeah, like that some cache in Ganon's Tower criteria.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a North Hyrule check. We gotta check the Flanktuary Rocks, the Bonk Rocks, and King's Tomb. Let's see what we have
Oh,
there.
yes. King's Tomb, the fetch quest of Inverted, and that's...
Oh, looks like I have to crib Phantom Ryu. That's gotta be Kane!
And if my calculations are correct, at just under 1 hour, 29 minutes, Error has entered Gomo.
Yep, this is gonna be a very quick mire, very quick Turtle Rock, so... Actually, no, not Turtle Rock. They have to go to the front side.
So those of you who are wishing, like me from the very beginning, for a required Master Shovel, the dream will wait once again. Also, unfortunately, your dream for the well-equipped blind flight was killed off quite early as well. So, we are horrible predictors, it seems.
Yeah, we couldn't. We were really bad gardeners. We couldn't grow a really good seed.
Thank you, Fiddle Ninja.
Yes, thank you. That does sound like that's about all of them. Yep. So now, if you were Airy, would you check like if you're looking for the temper sword, would you bother looking for a temper sword um in Turtle's Rock, or just leave it to Ganon's Tower?
Well, since most of T-Rock was already checked, I would grab the rest on the way, personally. And, of course, whenever I climb GT, because I am a filthy scrub, I will always check the chests on the way up, even if I get an early GT big key. More on that key later, though.
Yeah, you're a little ahead of the game right now. Speaking of head, well, lack of heads and eyeballs. Very quick, vitreous fight with those silver arrows, and we got a big heart from. Wait, where do you put a heart in an eyeball? Oh,
Don't question it. This game logic runs deep. 216 locations deep, as a matter of fact. Haha!
I just realized that pyramid fair was actually required if we had to get the big key from the front.
I don't think we've seen the big key for T-Rock yet, actually, now that you mention it.
Yeah, so it's either in, what was it, the map chest or compass chest, or the fire rod lock chests.
Yeah, probably Roller Room. Loves to be having keys in Roller Room. Nothing I like more in Inverted than an all approaches dip of T-Rock. And that's a shovel in the king's tomb. Makes you wonder what happened to the king.
Makes me wonder how he dug himself in the tomb, if that was possible.
Once again, the logic runs deep.
Like a tomb deep?
And there is Liam's cane. So both of our runners, I believe, are now in Whoa!
I was wondering how long you'd keep going with that.
The breath I have to take before that is about as deep as the logic. And there's our powder! All the fetch quests have been discovered. So if you're wondering what has yet to be discovered in this seed, we do not know the location of the red meringue. We do not know the location of our fourth and final bottle, nor our fourth and final sword, nor our third and final shield. Both runners did pass up on a shield earlier.
Did you mention the mail?
And red mail too, yeah.
Maybe it'll be vanilla or French vanilla red mail.
Could be on Trinex.
That would be
And-
convenient.
And interesting that Error is gonna go up T-Rock the opposite direction.
I guess he wants to find another sword.
Now I just had to go get that big key and warp right back down to the bottom. Nice, close to an upcoming Trinex fight.
Oh, so I was wrong. So the bombos wasn't required. Never mind me then.
Required by logic in case of bad key usage, I believe.
Right, because the logic takes into account the worst possible way to use up your keys.
Soft locks are bad. Okay. Speaking of coming up T-Rock from the back, Eriror's taking care of the boss from the back. Fighter sword slashes, or master sword slash, proving quite effective as we enter the final phase.
Also helps that he has half magic, so he doesn't have to worry about the magic. And while we are waiting for him to finish, I think I gotta start something up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's time as Liam plays a little bit of game with Viddy. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, there are 22 chests in the basement of Gadget's Tower. Where do you think the GT, a big key, is today? I only guessed 14 because Alvin H53 stole my typical guess of 13.
Well, I stuck in my usual guess of 22 because I'm a bloody troll.
Alright, if you'll do us the favor of the play-by-play, I will try to keep an accurate count of location checks. Anybody hoping for a 1?
Yep, I saw a guess in chat, 2 guesses, I think, for 1.
Speaking of Hope Room is where we're going to start, left or right? Going right. Small key, we need one of those. Red mail, check that off the list.
Oh, so I was right. It was a vanilla red mail, or French vanilla.
French vanilla, we're going to skip over tile room as Eriror is going full right side. I'm a Dark Magician fan myself.
Well, it can't be full right side if he doesn't go to our ice armors.
Nice Mario work there. Upcoming chest 3 through 6. 3 is 10 arrows. 4, a big ol' heart. 5, some blueberries. 6, we can check the single arrow off the list.
Then Error is gonna take the key there, and he's gonna warp to go to the left side. Let's see what's on Bob's torch, and we have another small key. Well, Bob's dead today.
Rip Bob. 8, 9, 10, and 11 will be inside of DM's room.
If you're wondering about the Dark Magician strat, well, let me finish. Let's see what he has here.
Final shield. Map. Number 10. Big key! And 11 was a piece of heart. So 10 is our winner. Who got it?
And our first sub or supporter with the 250 biddies that guessed the answer was Trucker Buzz. Thank you for getting that win.
Enjoy your position +1 higher on the leaderboard.
So, what do we have a prize for this winner today?
Like I said, it's a place +1 higher on the leaderboard.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't pick up any 300 rupees to get the present. So yeah.
Eriror's making a relatively mistake-free climb.
Yeah, the gauntlet is a pain for a reason, with all the ice and the conveyor belts and the trolley enemies.
And the Beamos, and the spikes, and the shooters.
Yeah, so very trolly, but he gets it through it with relative ease.
Ooh. A 4-arrow land mode 2, as Liam takes on Trinex from behind.
For Liam, it'll be a much faster fight because he has the tempered sword. So he'll use a lot less slashes and a few less.
Error going with silvers instead of the Canis Maria straps for the Wizrobes. Interesting.
And still just as quick.
Also has plenty of arrows in stock. Still has 15 of them.
Yeah, I don't see him using that many arrows for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, Liam has got his 7th crystal, is now on his way to Ganon's tower.
Ganon's castle tower, you mean?
Right, Ganon's castle tower.
Interesting that Error deciding to check the climb chests. Compass in a big 20 at first. The penultimate chest. Small key. We'll see what the inevitable conclusion is after World War II.
No surprise here, he does probably want the 3rd sword upgrade. Even though he has silvers, the tempered sword will make it a much faster fight against Ganon.
$19 hearts. So close to the full 20.
I don't think I've ever seen a seed with a full 20 hearts.
Nor have I. At least not in tournament. I, as a scrub, have had to resort to that once.
So you got trigonometry lessons right now with Aga 2. Let's see how Error does. Oh, that's a triple. Nice.
Some good two-dimensional topology here. Despite a blue ball.
Thank you, Aga 2, for ruining the possible double triple.
3, 2, 1.
And done. Now to fight the big pig.
And the ultimate question, of course, what knowledge does Ganon have to impart to us today? Down extreme, I'm with you on that hundo mode. Well, way to be blunt, straight to the point, Ganon.
I'm trying to remember what that was a reference to.
I do not know.
It might be the CDI games. I could be wrong, but we don't talk about those.
No, we don't talk about those. In fact, I'm going to go over to Liam's side where he is beginning his own climb of GT. We're entering phase 2 of the Ganon fight.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, because he only has Master Sword, he has to do spin slashes to damage Ganon. which unfortunately leads to a much slower fight than what Liam will have to deal with later on.
Though, to be fair, it only slows down the first 2 phases, I believe. Hookshot and vulnerability strats being used quite effectively. And we're on phase 3. Nope, we're on phase 2 still.
You got you baited.
Wrong style fire bats. Now we're on phase 3. Ganon starts bringing down the house.
Quite literally, now that's Hyrule Castle he's trying to bring down.
Yeah, that's the true topological nightmare of this seed. How did they fit this whole area inside the castle like this? Yes, we did find the light hours in the light world again. One successful torch glitch.
With Fire Rod too, instead of lamp, which is kind of interesting.
And one silver arrow down as Liam's firing away with his rod at Landmo 2. Second arrow delivered. That's 3.
Just slight miss on the Fire Rod, but that's okay.
Gets it right after 4th hit on the Big Pig as we await the door entry and an official SRL time. Your GG's ready. And there you have it, an official SRL time of something I can't read. A little help, Saryu?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it as well, and I can't seem to find it either. Reg, can you help us here?
As Error joins us in the booth, GG, we couldn't quite read the official SRL time. If you could provide that, that'd be appreciated.
Alright, I officially ended with a time of 1:47:05.
Oh, it matches the time on screen. That's convenient.
I'm just that good.
So,
Yeah.
takeaways from the seed. I will tell you there is, I believe, only 2 or 3 items that we've yet to find. We don't know where the red boomerang ended up, nor the 4th bottle, nor the last sword.
And let's just assume ice or GT, I guess. But
Or the 2
yeah.
fetch quests you didn't get to.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's inverted, I guess. Either you get a lot, usually get a lot of stuff early, and then once you get lockable access, it's a crapshoot. So the takeaway is really that this is just a typical inverted seed, and yeah, it was pretty rough. This was definitely my sloppiest win so far.
Well, anytime you're taking on blind as early as you guys were, it's gonna be a bad time.
Well, as long as you have a sword, blind for me is not necessarily the issue. I did get hit a lot this seed overall, so I wasn't playing cleanly, and in inverted that definitely hurts. I had a lot of unintentional deaths that didn't help. Yeah, not really sure. It's if you're not like on the top of your game, inverted definitely gets rough.
Also, want to extend the congratulations 2-0 and head-to-head against Liam.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. Definitely
So-
always nice to win the pick, like win your.
So which of
opponent's
you
pick.
which of you chose these options?
Liam did.
Oh. So the next one's all up to the RNG.
Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to veto yet, but like inverted might be up there.
All right, so we'll get back to the question in a moment, since Liam is now facing down phase 2 of the Big Pig, putting Cape to use versus your earlier hook shot and vulnerability strats.
Yeah, I'll take Temporary Drinking any day. I was looking for it, but I heard that the third sword was in Hera.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
in Hera Big Chest.
Yeah, it might almost be worth it to get that.
And thus ends the third phase. Double arrow! No torch glitch. Freezing Ganon in the middle for another double arrow!
We got a double to take down
Oh!
Big.
Hey! That pedestal! Rebound rod! That's where the magical boomerang was today!
Oh, nice. Yeah, I kind of messed up not checking that before finishing off Skull, but luckily it wasn't needed.
Liam's Windfish will also wake soon. Get your GGs. We'll get an official SRL time and an interview probably quite shortly. GG Liam? What was the official time? We couldn't find it in the mess of SRL.
I'll be honest, I don't have SRO open, but it looks like it just got posted in the chat. But thank you for GG.
Thank you, Daring Retreat. So, takeaways from the seed, besides that that blind.
Yeah, blind was unfortunate, but honestly, that wasn't that big of a waste of time ultimately. But it was, my execution was just poor early. I really need to practice laser skips without boots. I've only ever practiced them with boots, and that was a ton of wasted time. Ultimately,
It was wasted time for both of you, just an FYI.
yeah, I should have just followed my gut and just checked. Gone straight up like a tower since Laser Bridge wasn't in logic yet. But it is what it is. It was a good race. GG, Eri.
Yeah, GG, man. It
So-
was quite to see.
So, I heard also, since Eri and I were talking earlier, Liam, this was your seed choice. What made you pick this combination of options?
I mean, honestly, Inverted's the main reason I wanted to do this tournament anyway. It's a lot of fun for me. My bracket hopes kind of died in my last race pretty much, unless the top two seeds lost almost 5 races, which that's not going to happen. So just have fun. I wanted to play Inverted. Let's play some more Inverted.
Okay, just having
You're a
fun with
sadist.
what is Avelt. So just having fun with what is starting to become the group of death, I guess.
Yeah, I would say it's still kind of up in the air. I mean, Asa definitely had
Oh!
a lot of wins.
And there's our fourth bottle. It was in the dig spot. Credits are telling us everything we need to know. This is beautiful.
But yeah, and Inverted's always a lot of fun for me. It's something different. Unfortunately, just didn't make the right calls this time, but that's rando.
I think it was pretty hard to make the right calls this seed, because there's so little incentive to go back to Bonk Rocks after you've already cleared back of Escape and Lost Woods. Those two locations are so out of the way, and then to get Kane right afterwards. Because once you get Fire Rod, Hookshot, Boots, you have so much open dungeon-wise that I don't know. It never really felt right. And I guess you were in the same boat at that point.
Yeah, I think I was telling you in the SRL chat a little bit. I got the hook shot reasonably late, like very late. I was on my way to go clear out Skull Woods with the fire rod when I was like, oh, there's the hook shot. It's one of the 2 items I didn't check in the Lost Woods. So after that, I went and got my boots and then actually started to clear dungeons.
Yeah, we did have the hint for the hook shot leading to boots.
Yeah, that was the one good thing about Thieves Town, I suppose.
The other nice thing is that the key was locked in the big chest, so we didn't have to worry about that and a potential double dip without a hammer.
Yeah, that makes sure that we knew that whatever Blind gave and the green pendant weren't actually in logic until we found the hammer. So I guess that made Liam's death to Blind not as bad.
I still breathed a sigh of relief when I found the hint that green pendant was just money.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, about that green pendant. Ugh. Green pendant Thieves Town. Not something you'll want to see ever.
I mean, in an inverted, you always expect at least one item out of Thieves Town, something, and this is one of the only seeds that I've played in inverted that had absolutely nothing.
Yeah, agreed. It was a really meager early game. The mirror really made you fear the light world, though, because it opens up so many nasty locations, like immediate pyramid or catfish after defeating Aga. They're very real possibilities.
Yeah, as soon as I was done with Aga Tower, I went straight to the village to do the bottle vendor and then mirror and do the smiths. But you know, since vendor had the moon pro, I was like, oh, well, I guess let's just start clearing everything normal.
Yeah, it
I'll
was
buy
pretty
that for
convenient.
$100.
Yeah, luckily no real money issues either early game. I was kind of worried about that, because on the practice seed I did earlier, we had absolutely no money, and we had to like re-dip Thieves Town 5 times in order to get enough for digging game and the chest game. But this time the 300 really helped.
Yeah, there is one thing you need to also be perhaps training a little bit on in case you do have some money problems. Archery game, very handy in inverted.
Yeah, for sure, but you actually need 20 rupees in order to do that. And sometimes you just don't get 20 rupees out of... you just don't get...
Yeah,
a
the
single
one
big
time
20.
you don't complain about getting a big 20.
Yeah. Early inverted is just... it's a bit volatile. But, yeah. It is also the most interesting part about inverted. I think once you get light world access, it just all becomes so open, and it's really hard to properly route. Maybe with more experience I'll get a bit more attached to it, but so far it just feels a bit like a crapshoot of where to go.
Definitely inverted can feel that way. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's one of the things I actually liked was like when you start in Kakariko, and then depending on what items you find there, planning out that light world route. Man, it can really swing on what items you have. Like if you have an early book and you just do all of that, turn in purple chest and dive right into desert, or in our case we had the bow, so I didn't do South Shore until after EP and Pod, which Ari said he did the same thing. That's unfortunate
Now-
considering where Hammer was.
Speaking of bow, have you ever, besides today, seen bow and silvers in the same room?
Yeah, it definitely happens.
I actually
that
had
was the first for me.
I actually had that happen once in a rando room before.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I think that handles all the questions that I had for our winners. Saryu, anything you had to add in?
I was just curious about the Lost Woods and Skullwoods routing, because we were both of us were wondering why you guys didn't mirror by the the back of Skullwood's entrance and check pedestal.
Yeah, I'll immediately admit that was a mistake on my part. I wanted to take in the middle chest, but I didn't take into account that I would have to go back anyway to activate the flute at some point. And then, yeah, also the big key was still out there. So I mirrored 2 Skullwoods too early. That was definitely the case.
In my case, once I saw the hook shot that I had passed up previously was there, I had an idea of where I wanted to go anyway, and I was just I didn't even think to check it. It's one thing too. I put my mirror portal kind of in the middle of the Skullwoods area, so I wasn't gonna go back.
Another question that came up as we were talking through the end as you guys were finishing your final boss fights. 19 hearts in a rando. This is also a bit unusual. Error only missing 3 pieces of heart from max health, Liam missing 4, but yet the item counts don't match the way the times finished. Despite collecting 5 more items, Error finishes with about a 3.5 minute difference.
Yeah, I mean the item count. If you don't really clear out a lot of GT, that always keeps that item count fairly low.
Yeah. It usually doesn't happen that we have that many hearts with such a relatively low collection rate, but I wasn't complaining considering I was on Master Sword. Definitely makes the Ganon fight a lot more bearable.
So, unless there's anything else, be sure to come on back here to SG4 in a little bit, 8:30 p.m., where we have a Ganon inverted randomizer. Wait a minute, this is the exact same mode you're seeing right now, Glenn versus Dante. So be sure to come on back for that as our next upcoming race. There's another one over on the main channel at 9:30, which is not inverted. So depending on your flavor, go watch another race. And that's pretty much everything that I had, Serio. I'll leave you with the final points and sign off. Good night, everybody.
Yes, please follow the runners. They put up this great show for us. Please follow my partner in crime for commentary, JTN, and Regaro on tracking. Oh, don't follow me. I don't actually stream. And GG's to both Liam and Eriror, and we'll see you next race. Laters all.